Tonight, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 4 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Phillip Rivers and the Indianapolis Colts.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season, obviously. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our
play. I just have a big grin on my face because he plays the game with such joy. Loves being out there. Remember, he's part of that great 2004 class with Eli Manning and Ben Roethlisberger. Two of them still in the league today. Now he's probably going to go over 60,000 passing yards and 400 touchdowns this season. How much does he have left in the tank? I think he's got plenty.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the 29-yard line.
Rivers hands this one to Mack. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. You don't see that a ton, do you? The quarterback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he's going to have the first 35.
Complete to number 13, T.Y. Hilton.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Indianapolis resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Good pickup there by Marlon Mack, and he was a 1,000-yard runner in 2019 and has been very consistent in moving the ball for the Colts. Last 2 seasons, at least 8 touchdowns rushing each year.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He completes this one to Mack. Pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Complete to Marlon Mack. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Victory 90, Black 15.
They'll run it. It's Mack. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 3 on the play. And
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he gets good for a gain of 5.
At the 35-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Rivers. That's into the hands of Pascal. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Colts.
From the gun, Rivers. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. 5-yard line.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. His ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys. Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers, he's got Burton here. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield. Game now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that can be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to run with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. Knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And the end result was a Marlon Mack touchdown run. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. To return it, Darius Phillips. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengals set and ready to go on offense, leading the charge out of LSU, Joe Burrow, the #1 overall pick back in April.
When you talk about the traits that make Joe Burrow successful, you got to start with his head. This guy thinks the game, sees the game, loves the game. Then you go to the arm. He can make every throw. And then within a play, 2nd and 3rd reaction plays that are big ones downfield. That was why he won the Heisman Trophy, and that was why I voted for him, in addition to him winning a national championship.
Number 28, Joe Mixon.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
At the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up a go.
And 4.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up
from the shotgun. It's Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly, but he's still down. Let's hope it's not anything that'll keep him out of the opener. We'll be right back. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Throw left side complete. That's Mack. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Complete to Marlon.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a run with Mack. And he's got room. And he gets it inside the 35 and James.
The ball carrier. He was brought down by Von Bell.
They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Mack. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rivers throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Keeps the score, Colts 7, Bengals nothing.
Pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Colts 24.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 17. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
10 at the 17-yard line.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
The 17-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
The tackle made by Bobby Okereke. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Colts 7, Bengals nothing.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's the backup Finley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Push him back. Push him back.
Now Finley on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
First down, Colts.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Hines. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Hines. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. From the gun, here's Brissett. And he'll find Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
First down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now the rookie out of Wisconsin, this is Jonathan Taylor. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
from the shotgun. It's Brissett. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it.
complete.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
A 55-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach. because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Finley now from the 50. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
First down, Finley. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Intended for Rodney Anderson. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
A 2nd down throw for Finley. He goes underneath for Anderson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. A first down throw for Finley. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating in the red zone now, Finley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and
throwing again. Finley on 2nd and 10. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that, because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, 1st down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Indy set to go on offense once more. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
This is Hines, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Play action now, Brissett. And his throw here's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
It's third down.
Out of the gun, Brissett. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
There's Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Anderson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Anderson,
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
now a run with Anderson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Rodney Anderson. That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And they'll try to throw now. Finley. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
It's a gain of 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start to accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next call.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Well, there's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
The Colts on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing. Brissett. He'll check this down to Hines. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Sam Hubbard able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brissett, he'll get this one to Pittman. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
Colts 10, Bengals 7.
So after 2 unsuccessful attempts, this time he's able to find the range, and he gets his guys the lead.
And we wondered whether those 2 misses would come back to haunt him. They still might, but at least he's able to get some sort of redemption and get his guys back in front.
Brandon Wilson on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. And he's got it complete to Anderson. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd and 1, Finley. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The Colts going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Intended target that time, Desmond Patman.
That'll bring up second down. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the second quarter. So get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it his best shot, because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching the rest of the way.
Looking sideline, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And 10.
To throw is Brissett. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, Brissett. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
First down, Brissett.
That's complete to Patman.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. One more half of preseason football to go. And then all eyes will look ahead to 1 week from tonight, the annual NFL kickoff game. And that promises to be a dandy. In our game, the starters are long gone, but still some intrigue to see guys trying to make a late roster push as we get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The return man, Wilson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, Finley. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
On 2nd and 12, Finley. He's got Anderson right side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
To throw is Finley. This one hauled in by Sample. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
The 28-yard line.
Play action now. Here's Finley. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Ah, that's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
On 3rd down, Finley. Found his target. It's Anderson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 12-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Finley. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Here's Anderson. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Finley. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, It just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. And Bullock will put this one through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
Bengals 10.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Sam Hubbard in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Brissett, he's got Burton here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Brissett. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
They run it again with Anderson. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Finley setting up on 1st down. He'll find the rookie from Clemson, T. Higgins. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Bengals. 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Finley on play action. And this is incomplete.
Finley's pass.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
They run. Anderson. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. From the shotgun, Finley. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Finley working out of the gun. This is caught. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 2.
Again, it's Finley. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jordan Franks there to make the grab. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a Bengals score.
Colts 13.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard.
And the Colts coming out now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's taken down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up
3rd and short yardage, Brissett. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 and the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard
On 2nd down, here's the option. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On first down, it's Hines. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Here's Hines. They find some open field here. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a pickup of 17 there. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
At the 6-yard line.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Brissett. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Trey Burton there to make the grab. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Finley going to lead the Bengals up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. That's complete to the tight end Sample. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Finley. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Ben Banagoo able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 16. Now Finley. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ben Banagoo, his second sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence. If they just get their assignments down, they would get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. That is into the hands of Patman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And the Colts,
they'll run on 1st down. Hines. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
It's a gain of 4.
Brissett.
And it's 3rd down.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
17.
So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough? Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Ready to go on offense, out come the Bengals. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Finley. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
To Travion Williams. A pickup of 18 yards. It's now
on 3rd down. It's Anderson. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close it.
Still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up second.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
It's 3rd down.
To throw, Brissett. Under pressure, and down he goes. Sam Hubbard make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Finley. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Indy set to go on offense once more. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Brissett. This one into the hands of Burton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
Out of bounds at midfield. It's a gain of 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The tackle made by Austin Calitro.
A gain of 2. Brings up second.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the Colts first
on the delay, here's Hines. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Defense.
Man, they got to let him play. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's first and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Brissett now. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 27-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
Bengals 17.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
So now the Bengals and Ryan Finley. A minute 53 remaining. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Play fake. Finley. This one hauled in by Sample. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
15 more yards.
Throw right side into the hands of the tight end, Sample. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Finley. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Finley to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Finley to throw for it on fourth down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Colts are going to win the football game.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Yo, Mike 50.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it, and let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter, but a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there, but in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.